Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Trisha. I moved to Los Angeles about 2 years ago at this point, and I work full-time right now in a functional role type of project. Today, I want to continue my second part of my ADHD related video in talking about things to do, improve, and maintain your cognitive health, and some tips to help you function for your day-to-day. The first tip is something that my psychiatrist introduced to me that I wasn't familiar with. I think I heard of this concept before. It's called the Pomodoro Method, and Pomodoro means tomato in Italian. And the reason why it's called the Pomodoro Method is because the person who created this method is Italian. And this technique has helped me in the beginning, and even sometimes when I do sporadic work with editing or just having so much things on my task list. So with the Pomodoro Method, it's essentially this 25-minute allotted focus time for you to do whatever task you need to do within that 25 minutes. And then after the 25 minutes, you are done for momentarily, take a break, and then you get back to it in 25 minutes. And why 25 minutes? 25 minutes serves as the adequate amount of time that helps people stay focused without being burnt out or tired. This is why, at least for me, and I think generally speaking, a lot of meetings are about 30 minutes long. Some of them could be an hour. There's a lot of techniques in doing this, and there's even a website that you can utilize. All right, so the second tip is to do a meditation on like your midday, whether that's after lunch or just a quick break before you go on lunch or after lunch. With this meditation, I also encourage you to do something that somewhat of a guided meditation, one that I personally really liked, and this was also something that Andrew Huberman from the Huberman podcast had mentioned, is to do yoga nidra, which is pretty much a body scan, and this helps recalibrate your brain in focusing one area at a time to just help you calm your mind. So what has worked well for me with guided meditation are those, because I'm able to focus on certain different parts of my body, and because I'm so focused into that, then there's this kind of calming, relaxed sensation that at one point you hit this like meditative state. And what I really like about it the most is how quick they could be. An app that I've used for at least a year now it's free. It's called Insight, and I'll link the app under the description here. What I've really liked about this app is you can look at different types of meditations to do, the time, and the rating for that. What's also neat is at the end of it, you have an option to donate or even journal of what your experience is on there. I don't really use the journaling part consistently, but I do rate that. And they also have this gamifying aspect of that where they automatically mark a streak of knowing whether you did it X amount of days in a row. And it has been said that with this yoga nidra, it's almost as effective as a 25-minute nap, because the whole point of naps is it helps reset your mind, calms you down. And oftentimes with naps, some people get too overboard with their naps where they wake up and feel really drowsy because they passed the allotted time when they should have woken up. 2 supplements that I have enjoyed taking. So I'll link this one below. I just got it during Prime Day, and as you can tell here, it has fruiting body. I don't know if it focuses or not. You get it. I mean, I'll link it below. So lion's mane is proven to enhance cognitive function and helps remove brain fog. And one or a few studies actually have even said that with taking lion's mane consistently, it's not just like a one-time thing you do, it's proven to help increase the focus and attention for someone's day-to-day. And I'd say for me personally, I think I've been taking this so long that I can't really feel like I tell a difference too much anymore, other than I do feel somewhat more relaxed instead of all tensed up. And then I did introduce lion's mane to my boyfriend like maybe a year ago. And at one point I remember him telling me, I don't know if it's because these mushrooms that I've been taking, or that I'm just now understanding things that you're saying. And I was like, cool. And I think there was a documentary that my friend's husband watched and made him want to take lion's mane because the quality of life you get after that is amazing. And then one thing to keep in mind is when you get lion's mane or any type of mushroom complex of a supplement, be sure that you're getting something that has fruiting body instead of this other one. I think it's Spectrum and maybe it's the other one, because fruiting body is the main part of the mushroom where it's the most nutritious and effective. So yeah, it's more potent for you, which means it's obviously more effective. You don't want something that's less potent and you take it, it'll just be a waste of money. So if you are purchasing that, be sure to know what you're getting. It has fruiting body. And then another extract that I recently discovered from the Huberman podcast, and I'll also link this one below, is Schisandra. So Schisandra is very similar to lion's mane, but honestly I think this tastes better. And I just wanted to switch things up because I feel like similar to ashwagandha, you don't want to have your body to be immune to something. So it's good to switch up things so that way your body won't get used to it. So with Schisandra, it's also known to help increase your concentration, coordination, and reducing stress levels. And when I say reducing stress levels, I mean that it helps to increase the dopamine levels in the brain, which who doesn't like that? And that's one big thing with Adderall that people really like, is the spike of dopamine you get from taking that. But with Schisandra, it's something that's obviously more natural because it is a fruit, as you can see here. And this is also used a lot in Chinese medicine, that I'm starting to see more things in full circle, because as a kid, my mom always went to the herbalist, forgot the other name of it, and I would just see all these like tree bark stuff. And now going full circle, I'm diving back into Chinese medicine, which is kind of awesome. And I feel like as a hobby, if I ever get there with my free time, which I spend on YouTube of course, is to get into herbology, because there's just so many herbs and plants to learn about. That's so exciting. And then the last thing I'll say is with the stress reducing and dopamine increasing, it helps you stay grounded and just ready to take things on of what types of noise that comes at you. So with work, always get bombarded with one email over after another, one call, and just all the things you're balancing with work, outside of work. It helps you build this like tenacity to be okay with things. So that's why I really like these two supplements right here. And the last supplement I'll share that's not as popular or well known is creatine. And creatine is something that not only is good for you in a cognitive level, but also your physical level. So when you're working out and you feel sore, creatine helps you recover faster. And through that recovery, it also increases ATP regeneration, which can help your cognitive performance. And as you may have heard in a lot of health and wellness fitness videos, it's a really mind-body connection. So everything's interrelated, which is why I'm posting this. All things holistic, like what you put in your body, your surroundings, everything impacts the way you live. I don't want to digress too much, especially not on my stimulant today, but other than the supplements that I've shared, something else that's really good for you when you're just not feeling very focused is outside of sleep. If let's just say you had enough sleep, then
if you didn't have enough sleep, then obviously you should sleep or just take a power nap or some kind of meditation to like reset your mind. But if you did have enough sleep, then
a little boost of caffeine does not hurt. And when I say caffeine, be very careful what you choose. So if you want something like an energy drink, Be mindful of how much sugar it has if you want to make coffee. Also be mindful of how much sugar it has. So I've tried to fill like a bunch of energy drinks, and one that has stuck with me the most is probably Celsius. I didn't like Celsius before, but after trying a bunch of super sweet energy drinks that claim they have zero sugar, I feel like Celsius has the right level. But if I were to recommend a energy drink, it would be Celsius, would be to drink green tea. Green tea contains 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁𝓃𝓎, which stands for 𝒿𝑜𝓊𝓇𝓃𝓎. I'm not gonna butcher it. It's right here. Which it acts as an antioxidant that helps protect cells from free radicals as well. In addition to that, green tea has 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁𝓃𝓎e, which means it also is a dopamine enhancer, not as greatly increasing as like 𝐴Dderall. And the nice thing about green tea, or just teas in general, but primarily with green tea, it has a longer lasting effect of you staying alert. However, if you are high tolerance of a caffeine drinker, then it might work differently. I would suggest having a dirty matcha if you want green tea in it. I don't know how much of that would counteract the benefits, but if you do know, let me know in the comments. Curious.
Ooh, and then one more thing, if you don't have this already, I don't know if they come in Nespresso forms. I'm personally not a big Keurig person, but I've just been really lazy lately, and having mushroom coffee is really good because it helps with reducing, or honestly not having any jitters, because it controls the way it goes into your bloodstream. And depending on which one you get, I had two. This one was energy boosting, so with maca, guarana, and cordyceps. Maca gives you continuous energy, and then guarana, I'm not sure about this one, but then cordyceps is good for your brain, for helping with stimulation. So it just comes like this, and I believe these are dark roast. So if you're not a dark roast drinker, then, you know, maybe get something else. And then this one I had is a medium one. Honestly, they both taste the same. With the focus support one, I think this had more like turkey tail, reishi, and lion's mane, which of course is all like focus components. And then the superfood and probiotic part, I think that's just marketing stuff. But especially with how acidically sensitive my stomach has been, it's been helpful to have these. But I, as someone with a lot of high caffeine tolerance apparently in certain things, it sometimes doesn't sit right with me, but I think today might work. So let's have one of these.
All right, so that's all I had to share today. Let me know if you try any of them or what other tips you may have. Feel free to comment below. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more things holistic. Until next time.